Hello. Yeah, I'm making videos now. Yay! This is probably gonna be a trend now. I get an order, and I just ramble on about it because I can. Yay! So, what I've ordered is nothing new, but I'm quite excited about it. I've got two wooden railway trains. I've got a Thomas Wood Thomas, which is just the fully painted version, because contrary to popular belief, it's actually not that bad. I actually think it's one of the best versions of Wooden Railway Thomas. And I also I've ordered not a Thomas Wood Hiro. It's whatever the older Hiro was, because the only piece of Hiro merch that I've ever owned was a Trackmaster 2, which I unfortunately don't have anymore, and also a minis. I actually have like two minis. I have a Hiro and a Hiro. I believe it's called. Just look it up. Anyways, there is currently nothing going on, so I'll currently just display my older Thomases. Okay. This is my brother's one from... Let me focus. This is my brother's one from when I was younger. And, boys, you ready for this? This is mine. You can tell that's been loved. All the corners are not sharp anymore. They're rounded anyways. Yeah, I love these guys. Let me spill off this track. Hang on. So, two earlier Thomases. These are like 2000 era. I don't know what they are. They're older Thomases though. Yeah, those are the ones from when me and my brother was younger. By the way, my brother has a channel, so when I figure out how to edit videos, I'll stick his channel name on the screen. Here's one that I got from a car boot. I believe it was earlier this year, somewhere near the beginning. It was quite cold. A 2017 Wooden Railway Thomas with a smaller face. As I've settled to get used to this one, I do think that the hang on, the eyes, the pupils are a bit small, but I always quite like the smaller faces, because, you know, it's the size of the smoke box door, so it just feels like the Railway series to me. Anyways. And here we have a 2013 Wooden Railway Thomas that got from another car boot. Yeah, it's not in the best condition. It's got like Hasbro Jurassic World bullet holes on the side. Not really. But yeah, it's probably one of the better early Mattel faces that they've done for Thomas. Trackmaster 2's face was pretty bad, and the diecast Rangers were okay, but their faces just felt lacking. But I always thought that this Wooden Railway face was quite nice. Yeah. That's it. Yep, let's get to the actual... There's like 5 layers on this damn package. Yay, okay. I'm quite excited for this, as I am with anything I buy. And their wheels are stuck together. Yeah, as a little trick, not really a trick, but a little thing that I've gotten from my friend, whenever he gets an order or something from a car boot, he always likes to clean it off with wipes or something, because frankly they can be quite mucky. But yeah, there he is. I quite like him. I mean, obviously he doesn't have buffers on the back, or implied buffers, but he does have them on the front, which, I mean, I really like that, and that's quite nice. One thing, it never really bothered me about previous Wooden Railways, but it is one thing I do like about the later ones from Thomas Wood to 2022, which was never released in the damn UK, because Mattel doesn't like us. Anyways, yeah, I like this one, because Well, it's not like 2022's Wooden Railway with the rounded splasher. It does have an implied splasher. Yeah, it doesn't go over the wheel fully, but I really like that. Other than the buffers not being on the back, which frankly, that really doesn't matter that much. This is a perfect Thomas for me, other than the fact that he just has an implied circle dome. Anyways. But yeah, I really like him. I always liked the smaller faces that they did from 2017 with the later redesigned faces or whatever. All the way up until Thomas Wood, until that was finished, which I would assume is in 2021, where it was phased out for 2022's reboot Wooden Railway, which frankly failed because Mattel couldn't get a grip of where to send the things. Anyways. Yeah, I love him. I always like it, again, when they do smaller faces. I like the little specks in the pupils. It just gives him some character. I think the tanks a bit, like the lining on the tanks looks better shaped compared to the previous ones. These ones are still really nice, so I love these, but yeah, this is my personal favourite Wooden Railway Thomas. I don't know what it is, but I love him. And enough of that. Let's move on to the man himself. The second reason why I bought this order, because the seller had him on there for whatever reason. Hiro. Other than the minis, which I fortunately still have, this is my first piece of Hiro merch since, like, when I was 4 or 5, when I would have gotten a Trackmaster 2 Hiro. Yeah, I've recently gained a disliking towards how Wooden Railway up until 2022, they always had these like weird, these bogeyed chassis which give all the tender engines 4 wheels. But I think on Hiro, it's not that bad. Like I have a Gordon from when I was younger. Jesus Christ, the pollens. Yeah. I mean, I still like him, but I don't like. I never really liked. Well, not never, but recently I've gained a disliking towards how those wheels are stylized, and I personally prefer the 2022 Wooden Railway wheel style. Although for Hiro, while it's definitely his best Wooden Railway, the one thing that really holds him down, which is quite a minor thing, but it's quite significant to me, is the fact that, considering that he uses the same chassis as say, Gordon, I think, Nia, I could be wrong, and also Rebecca, he wasn't a 282 wheelbase. He had 4 front training wheels and 6 driving wheels. I could say that for Gordon it's inaccurate because he's a 460, when in reality he's a 462. But it still looks good on him. Like, Takealon made him a 262, but that still looks mostly fine, I guess. But yeah. Where was I? Yeah, I quite like him. Like, he's got a nice looking tender. I think his chassis works quite well for him. Hang on. Focus. His face is really nice. I love that. I mean, other than the fact that he physically should not work in a realistic sense, I don't even know if there are any imported Japanese trains in the UK, but yeah. I mean, you've got to love Hiro as a character. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Yeah, I like Hiro. He's a great character. Yeah, that's more or less it. I actually don't know how to close this video out. I'm happy with my order. Okay, bye.